Well, good morning, San Antonio. It's Ernest Enriquez, your local favorite real estate agent here in San Antonio, Texas. Hopefully, you all had a fantastic weekend and you're getting out there and enjoying the day. Sun is shining. Let's dive into what's been happening in the real estate market. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen here and let's walk through what's been happening so far in real estate. Some of you may know or may stay in the loop if you're subscribed to ErnestEnriquez.com. You'll receive these reports instantly. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and text the number down below, text the word report to receive your instant report and copy of today's report. So just the national news, let's talk a little bit about what's going on the national level. Rates are back below 7%. We talked a little bit about this on the Homes and Homies podcast. So if you're not following Homes and Homies yet, go ahead and follow Homes and Homies podcast, where we break down everything real estate related, from the mortgage to the homeowner's insurance side, all the way down to my favorite part, which is the real estate side, as well as just having a ton of fun on the podcast. So be sure to follow that to get all your latest real estate news. But back below 7%. The first jobs data held few surprises. Second, Powell's testimony to Congress was non-event. So unfortunately, positive momentum has seemed to hit a reversal, and we jumped up in rates, right? So they originally anticipated multiple rate decreases this year or throughout the year. And Powell has just been making some statements that are not favorable and that the market has been reacting to. We also saw a winter slowdown as we now have some of the data coming in from the winter months. And some of us still in winter, some of us here in Texas, not so much in the winter months yet. But the national prices dropped 0.1% month over month in the month of January, about the same as December. So we saw consecutive months where we saw a drop, of course, in home prices as well as sales. So home prices are still up 5.8%, and equity levels continue to rise for homeowners. And that will, for the most part, be the case even when we have these little market turndowns. And I say that simply because, as a homeowner pays their mortgage, they pay down the balance, which then delivers more equity in their home, right? So that rose up to 8.6%. We also saw a forecast of 2.6% price growth over the next 12 months. What does this mean? This means that if you're a buyer sitting on the sidelines, don't be trying to anticipate interest rates right now. It's not probably the best time to be doing that, especially as we're still seeing home prices across the nation rise. Now, if that were to be going down, of course, there would be a little bit different advice there. But as your friend, as your local go-to real estate agent, I would advise that if it is an opportune time for you to buy and you do need to buy, get out there and let's start home shopping today, right? Making the job numbers work. The job growth has slowed dramatically, despite what some may say. Emerging job numbers reported by ADP, which is a private company with hard data, and the BLS, which is the government agency, imputed numbers in no rush, right? So basically the Feds are and will be in no rush to start lowering short-term interest rates if the unemployment rate remains near multi-decade lows, right? So essentially we're seeing more and more people off of unemployment, but what's happening and what we're seeing, and some sources are reporting, are that people are starting to have multi-jobs. So whether that's multiple streams of income or two full-time positions, either which way, the unemployment rate is remaining low, and we're starting to see the job growth slow dramatically. So it's slowing. You can see the growth here, right, where in January 21, we reported a lot of job growth, but now we've just been sitting in this sideways motion where we don't have much growth at all, if any. So some interesting facts happening in the real estate world right now. But let's dive into a little bit of market data here locally in the 78247. If you are looking to buy in the 78247, give me a shout. If you're looking to sell in 78247, give me a shout. Local born and raised, as most of you may know. But we're looking at the median price around 316. Active listings 148, which is at 0.1%. New listings over the 5 days, about 16. And then median days on market, roughly about 55, which is going down. That means that buyer activity is starting to pick up. As we saw this near in December, we saw this upwards of 64 to 65 days. So we're starting to hit that trajectory where we're sitting on the market less days. And yeah, if you're out looking to buy a home, this means that coming into busy season, there's going to be competition picking up as those rate drops happen. We'll see more and more competition enter the market. So just do be aware of that. Like I said, the best time to buy is not when I'm ready to tell you to buy, but when you're ready to buy and get yourself into a home. But statistically speaking, now has never been a better time, because as we continue to see those home prices rise, we continue to see more and more buyer activity as those rate drops happen. So if you're trying to anticipate the rate drops, again, don't sit on your hands. You may lose the perfect property, or you may end up paying more in the long run. Even if rates do go down, home prices will go up, right? So just to be cautious of that. And for all your local real estate questions, give me a shout, 210-771-2404. Or if you want a copy of this report, go ahead and text the word report down to 210-405-4604 for your copy now. Have a great day, San Antonio.